Okay, my name is Katina. My first experience with Thomas was like a couple of months ago, and I came here to get in contact with my deceased boyfriend, my son's father. I mainly came here because I wanted a little bit of closure that I never really got. When I came here, as you see, I'm emotional now, and I was really emotional then, where back then I couldn't, there had been no way I could do this. But now I feel the confidence and a new life in me that I can do anything now. Thanks, Thomas. So, my reading, to me, it was phenomenal and life changing because it seemed when I came in, it was kind of dark. And he asked me to close my eyes to bring in who I wanted to see. And it was like immediately I felt so much energy. Like I could hear the doors open, close, everything. It was, you could feel the immense spirits coming in and out. That's how much energy I felt. So he asked me who was standing by me is not a brother, but also not a husband, but knows that we have a lot of energy together. So I told him it was my son's father, who I wanted to marry, that I had lost to a drug overdose. Sorry. He asked me a few questions about how what I wanted to get out of it, if there was anything I wanted to ask him. And before I could even like really get anything out, Thomas says to me, he's reaching over me, as if he's reaching for a baby. Now, what I don't tell many people is I had had an abortion after he had passed. It wasn't his baby, and he knows that. And Thomas changed me by saying, because he couldn't be here on earth for our son, he took my baby and is now with it as if it's his son, which was very like wow to me. I couldn't believe it. So when he told me that, I felt good in a way because he has a baby, just not ours. I asked him about a dream I was having lately about my son's family, and I really wanted to get closer to them, but basically during the reading he told me, good luck. You know how my mother is. She's hard-headed. She's Italian. She's set in her own ways. So I've tried to contact them since the reading. No contact whatsoever back. So I decided to move on. Thomas also did not shut the door for me. He left the door open, so there's a possibility he's standing right next to me right now. I've had experiences since my reading. The day of my reading, I had a penny in my pocket that had a cross like stamped out of it. And by the time I got back to my house, which is only like literally 2 blocks from here, it was gone. I came back, I told Thomas. He said he took it. He took it, and don't be surprised if it just happens to reappear.
Has it reappeared?
Not yet, but I'm waiting, waiting patiently because I believe I've seen it once before. And at the time, I couldn't remember, but I remember seeing a penny like that before with my loved one. I've seen a lot of shadows. I saw one so real that I really thought it was somebody running through someone else's yard where I went and looked.
So you feel like it's opened you up more?
Mm-hmm. I've, in a way, I feel new.
Excellent. Would you recommend a reading with Thomas to anyone else?
Oh, I already have. I want to have a party. I told people, I said, you might be a skeptic, but when you see Thomas, you'll know it's real. You know he's real. He is an amazing person.
So you feel like he's changed your life in a good way?
Yes, yes.
Very good. Anything else you want to say to the camera before we wrap up?
By the end of my session with him, like I said, in the beginning of it, it felt really dark. But by the time I got out, it seemed like it was so much brighter in here than it was when I walked in.
So if you had a dark cloud, it felt like it moved
Yep.
away and the sun came in.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.